Well, today we're going to mix things up a little bit and play a little game with the new additions for our Agostini collection. And somebody at the end of this game is going to get a punishment. So stick around to see who gets the not so happy surprise. Hey there, everyone. My name's Perry.
And my name's Ceircin.
And welcome to
Potter Addict.
Guys, we've got 11 new additions to the Agostini collection, and I figured we'd do this a little bit differently because this particular bundle that I got off of eBay, they were all open box. So they didn't come in a little package. I had to open them up previously so that I could rate the eBay seller. And I will tell you that this is probably the last time I will do an open box purchase of this particular line. I was not happy with the condition of a few of these. Thankfully, they're so small, it's really hard to see. But when you see the close-up of Luna Lovegood in particular, I think you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So this will be the last time, but like I said, I've looked at all of these. I mean, I love them all. I'm glad to have them in the collection. I got a very good deal. In fact, the deal was so good that most of the time, this entire collection would have cost me the same price if I just bought a completely boxed Luna Lovegood version. So definitely a good savings for me to try and complete this collection. I just wish that Luna and a few of the other ones didn't have some of the flaws that they have. But without further ado, the game we're going to play is a guessing game. And Ceircin has a list of all the figures that we have in here. And there's 11 total figures that we're going to take a look at. And if he can guess 6 of those figures correctly, I'm going to get a whipped cream pie in the face at the end of the video. If he can't get 6 of them correct, then he's going to get a whipped cream pie in his face at the end of the video. So the stakes are kind of high, people. But I think we're both kind of excited to see how this pans out because we've never done anything like this before. So without further ado, bud, you want to go ahead and pick your first one? Who do you think it is?
Wait. Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy, and we are wrong. So mark off Hagrid so that you don't pick him next time, okay?
Wait, can I have the pen?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, so sorry. And while you're doing that, let's take a close look at Hagrid. Now, this version of Hagrid I absolutely love. They gave him more of like that woolly coat that he has, that big overcoat that's kind of furry. You've got Fang, kind of sitting at his feet. I think they did a really good job of all the details on the paint. Now, I will tell you that these particular figures, and Hagrid was one of them, he had a little bit of wear and tear on his hair. So there was some of the paint was kind of rubbed off in that particular area. What worked for me, and it's really hard to tell, maybe you'll be able to see it, and, these eyes maybe aren't as good as the camera is, but I touched it up with a black Sharpie, and I don't think you can see any of the areas that I did that, or see any of the areas that were rubbed off. So it worked well. I mean, I'm not that particular that I have to go in with paint, and I think actually the paint would stick out a little bit more than the black Sharpie did. But fantastic addition. Love this version of Hagrid. Let's go to the next one. So this time you tell me who you're going to pick before you do the cup.
Okay,
Did you mark off? Just put a line through Hagrid,
okay,
so you don't mix it up. Just draw that line through him. There you go. So now we've got that one out of the way. Who do you think you're going to pick?
Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory. Where are you going to go?
I'm going 8.
Okay, go for it. Oh, we got Padma Patel, or Parvati Patel. I'm sorry. That's who this one is. So you cross her off, and I will take a close look with you guys at Parvati Patel. Now, this was another one. She had a little bit of wear and tear on her hair as well. The Sharpie, I think, did a fantastic job of covering that up. But her outfit is adorable. I love her earrings. I mean, the detail of the paint in her earrings, I think, is spectacular. Her dress just her little pose with her hands clasped at her waist, her long dark hair. Fantastic addition, guys. Love this line. I don't know how you guys feel about the Agostini collection. I think they're fantastic. I love the scale. I love how tiny they are. And I love how much detail they're able to squeeze into something so tiny. So to me, I think it's a fantastic collection. You guys are going to have to let me know in your comments below what you think of this collection, because I haven't had a whole lot of feedback on these. So I look forward to some of the more rare ones that I haven't come across yet. The Filch, the Fudge, Professor Slughorn. I cannot wait to add those to my collection because I don't have any of those right now. So you ready for the next one?
Luna Lovegood.
Luna Lovegood, and oh, he got it. He got it. One for you. So here, let's do this. Let's also do this.
Check mark.
Okay, no, look, we're gonna do a Ceircin and a Dad. Okay, so far Dad's got, or you've got one, and I've got two. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. And go ahead and mark her off, and we'll take a close look at Luna Lovegood. Now, like I told you, Luna Lovegood, I love this version of her. I think they did a spectacular job. The paintwork, the quibblers in her hand, her Spectre specs, her outfit is adorable with her little shoulder bag there, her legs and her shoes. But if you look down at her lower left leg, you will see that this actually was broken. And there's a wire piece that's showing through on this one. I didn't originally catch that when I rated this with the seller, or I would have reached out to the seller ahead of time and maybe complained a little bit. He did not say that there was any damage to any of the figures. Because of the fact that it's so tiny, he may not have seen it either. I don't know, because I didn't originally catch it. When I went through and looked at all these, again, like I said, I saw the little tiny things, that weren't that big of a deal to me. But this one's a pretty big deal. I don't think I'm going to I'm going to look for a replacement for her. That broken foot, I just think looks poor. She's still such a good character. I just wish that her leg was intact and I had her shoelaces for her little sparkly shoes and everything else. But great character once I get one that's fully intact. But again, like I said, this character alone, most of the time when you look for her on eBay or any of the other kind of places that you can go to look for these, a packaged version of her, runs anywhere from $75 and above. So that's crazy for one of these, and I'm not willing to pay that. So I'll just keep an eye out, and maybe I'll add these. Make me add her to my collection a year or two down the road when I come across somebody willing to part for a more reasonable price.
Or put where's it? Put clay there.
It's right there.
Put clay there.
No, I can't do those little tiny things. Okay. That's such a tiny little thing to deal with. I don't want to deal with that. I will find a replacement. So
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley. Where do you think Ron's at?
3.
Oh, we got Dobby. We got Dobby. So let's get rid of this cup. Put me a mark over there. I'm 3, you're 1.
Because you got a higher advantage.
Yeah, well, maybe I do. But, somebody's wearing some whipped cream before this video's over. But let's take a close look at Dobby. I love Dobby. Dobby is absolutely adorable. I love how they have him standing on this little stool, holding his book with a sock in hand. His little kind of sad but joyous kind of look on his face as he's being set free by receiving that piece of clothing. So I absolutely love this. I think that they did a spectacular job on Dobby. His little shabby cloth wrapping that he's got on, I think looks absolutely fantastic. Guys, these are adorable, and I love the actual wooden floor, like the slat flooring that they've got, the wood slats on there. I think the bases are also, and I didn't mention that on any of the other ones, but I love how they give you different bases on each and every one of these. So, all right, bud. So Dumbledore. Where do you think Dumbledore is?
He's number 1.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope. Here, let's take that cup with you. And put me another mark down on there. Ooh, that's, I think fair. I'm feeling pretty safe. What are you talking about? We talked about this ahead of time.
This is not fair because if I get it wrong, you get a point.
Well, are you crossing them off as you're doing it? So you got a couple more. You got to cross off Dobby, and you got to cross off Fred and George Weasley. Because this, again, is either Fred or George. I can never remember which one it is because the packages don't actually label who they are. They just are wrapped in there. You know that this is either Fred or George, so let's take a close look. So George is a good one. Now, I will tell you that this is the first time I've seen a collection do the brothers where they don't look spot on identical. If you look at this one with the other Fred George character for this collection, they look different. There's definitely difference, and you can tell, that they're, different, where most of the collections, it's an identical. I mean, the only thing that you can tell the difference in their facial expressions typically is one's smiling and one's not, or one's laughing out loud and one's, straight-faced. This one, he's holding his packages, and I absolutely love. He's got his Gryffindor tie on and his over sweater. What do you see?
Why are the Weasleys called the Weasleys?
That's their last name. Why are we called the Benzics? That's our last name.
No, look, ginger hair.
Ginger hair, yeah. Well, of course they've got ginger hair. But
look at it.
What? Oh, his hair is not as red. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. So this one's hair it's a very lighter shade. And in fact, I think that the Ron that's in here, his hair is actually a darker shade of red than ginger or whatever, but than this one. So I can't remember off the top of my head if the other Fred George is a darker hair or not. But again, the biggest variance between the brothers of any collection I've ever seen. So, all right. So you're way behind.
What's Vernon?
Vernon Dursley. Vernon Dursley.
Vernon Dursley is.
So how about I? Okay, go ahead. I don't know. I don't know if that's him or not. Who do you got? You got him, Vernon Dursley. You got it. Good job.
What he looks like.
You know Vernon Dursley. It's his uncle. His uncle, right? The one that's real mean and everything. So put yourself another mark. You're up to 2 now. Ooh. I'm still not feeling the pressure. I got a good lead. It's 4-2 right now. So, but let's take a close look at Vernon Dursley. So we've got Vernon here with his finger out, looking like he's scolding Harry. I love the brown suit that they gave him. I love his mustache and his hair. I just love the irritated look on his face and the double chin that they gave him. I think they really nailed Vernon on this. And then they gave this herringbone pattern on the wood floor that he's standing on. Such a great Vernon. I love this, and I'm very eager to add Petunia. I do not have any Petunias minus the Lego figure, the minifigure in my collection. So I have a Dudley. I've got the Dudley version of this. Now we've got Vernon, and one of these days we'll add Petunia to the collection, which I'm excited to do.
From far away, the guy from Fantastic Beasts?
I knew you were going to say that. He does. He does kind of resemble Jacob Kowalski. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. He kind of does a little bit resemble him. So, but Jacob, super nice guy. Not as nasty and mean as Vernon. So, who are you going with now?
Okay, Professor McGonagall.
Professor McGonagall. Ooh, is that the right one?
No.
Nope. Draco Malfoy. Put your cup over there. Cross off Draco.
Oh,
all right.
Yep,
I got 5. I got 5. Give me Draco.
Draco X and...
There we go. I'm telling you right now, I get one more right, somebody's getting a whipped cream sandwich.
Wait.
If you get one more wrong, you're getting the whipped cream sandwich. Yeah.
Well, that's not fair.
How about I help? Sure it is. I'm going to help you though. I think I know where the other ones are on this one. I'll help you.
Well, at the very end, can it be double points?
Double points. Okay, we can make these double points if you really want to.
No, not now.
Oh, okay. So let's take a close look at Draco Malfoy. So I really like this version of Draco. They gave him more of a less refined hair. Like he's always got that kind of really well manicured hair. This hair's a little bit rougher, but it does resemble what he looked like when he was stroking the spine of the Monster Book of Monsters, which is what he's holding here. So I love that they got that kind of detail where they really kind of matched his hairstyling with this actual version of the character. Love that. I love him standing on like the rough stone walkway here. I feel like they did a fantastic job. Guys, like I've told you before, I think that this collection is top notch. I'm very sad that I didn't try and add this sooner to the collection because I passed up all kinds of good deals because I didn't think that I was going to add this one. But such a mistake on my part. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you don't want to pass up stuff, even if you think that you might possibly want to add it. Try it out, give it a shot. Buy a couple, especially if you can find a good price, and then make up your mind, because there are so many great things out there to collect for Harry Potter. So, all right. So did you cross off Draco? You did. All right. So we've got McGonagall, we've got Dumbledore, we've got Ron Weasley, and we've got Cedric Diggory in here. All right. So we've got 4 left. Who do you think? Let's see if I can help point you in the right direction too a little bit. So like kind of catch up a little bit.
Okay. Ron Weasley.
Hold up. Oh, I was going to try and help you, but you're so quick to the gun. I couldn't help you there. So Ron Weasley, but we got Dumbledore. Okay, so put me a mark down. Cross off Dumbledore. And let's take a close look at my favorite character, Albus Dumbledore. Now, this Dumbledore is fantastic. I love it because this, to me, is the moment when he and Voldemort are battling in the Ministry. That's what this looks like. I mean, it is definitely that style of Dumbledore. It's, the Michael Gambon Dumbledore, wearing those robes, his beard, tied at the bottom. He's got his wand out. Like he's in the middle of fighting. I mean, battling it out with against Dumbledore. I love the paint job of him. I think they did a fantastic job on the hair, the details of his robes. I mean, the ring on his hand, on his pinky. I mean, spectacular. This is a fantastic one. Absolutely love this one. I think that this one, I mean, again, I've got a weakness for Dumbledore, but this one might be my favorite of the day. Okay. So we will see when we finish up here.
Hey, Dad.
Yep.
It's between 6, 9, and 7.
6, 9, and 7.
I'm saying.
And you've got 3 left.
Professor.
So okay, so hold on, wait. For these last 3, okay, we'll do 2 points apiece for you. Okay, only one for me. So if you get all 3 of these, right, that adds you 4. Let's see, that would get you to 6. And yeah, so that would pull you ahead. You could still pull ahead and win, but you have to get all 3 of these.
No, look.
With double points.
If I do 2, it equals.
That's 6. That puts you. Well, if you get 2, that's only 4. That gets you 6, and that puts me at 6. And then we would tie. All right. So you got to get all 3 to beat me, right?
No,
you got to get better than 50%.
I don't have to beat you.
Yeah, you do.
I thought you
it's
said
the person. One of us has to win, because one of us has to win, right? Somebody's getting whipped cream pie in the face.
Okay.
So you got to get all 3 of these right.
Professor McGonagall.
Professor McGonagall. Okay. Hold on one second. Which one are you thinking it is?
Let me give me 7.
Okay, go for it. Let's see. Oh, Cedric Diggory.
I won't win.
Cedric Diggory, you guys. So let's take a close look. You mark Cedric off. And let's take a close look at Cedric Diggory. Now, I love this version of Cedric Diggory, with the exception of one thing and one thing alone, and that is the wand that they gave him is blue. And I don't believe Cedric has a blue wand. I don't believe anybody has a blue wand. So that, to me, is a little weird and a little off on this one. I don't know if maybe that was a touch-up job that somebody did on this or not, or maybe it just came with the blue wand. I'm going to have to research that one a little bit. But I don't like that part, because most of the wands are a wood, right? So it's like a grayish color, brown, whatever the color may be of the wood, right? But I don't know of any actual blue wood, like this kind of color blue. So, but beyond that, I love his hair. I love his expression. The outfit they gave him for his, Hufflepuff Triwizard Tournament outfit is fantastic. I love the character itself, just not the wand. So I'm going to have to look into that and see if the rest of the Cedrics that I've seen out there for sale have a blue wand or not, because that may be another one that got they stuck by me on this open box purchase. So, yeah.
Can these both be 3?
Let's see, if they go 3, if you get both of these right. So now listen to me. You're gonna get one right? Because you get the last one.
Yeah, I get.
So that means 50-50. It would be 3, and 3 is 6, right? So that would give you 8. And then what do I have?
7.
Do I have 7? I have 7. So that means you got a 50-50 shot of getting this right. I don't know, guys. I mean, I've given him a lot of chances here.
Okay, which one?
Okay.
Professor McGonagall and Ron Weasley.
Okay, before you pull, before you pull. I'll agree. Three points for each of these, right? Because you're going to get one by default. So that means you've got a 50-50 chance of getting this right. Okay. Whipped cream in my face or whipped cream in your face. It's decided right here.
Ron Weasley. Okay.
Ron Weasley, okay. Oh! Ron Weasley it is. So, set this over here. All right. So, let's take a close look at Ron Weasley. So, Ron is great. I love this. My favorite part about this one is scabbers on the shoulder. Now, I will tell you that Ron does have a funky finger. He's got a finger that's missing some of the coloring on this one. If you look down there, you see how it's gray. So that one's a little messed up that I couldn't fix. So you can't touch that up with a black Sharpie.
Yeah, I want to see.
But the rat, scabbers on his shoulder looks fantastic. The rest of him looks fantastic. The way his robes are kind of twirling in the wind. I think they did a fantastic job with Ron here. So we'll set Ron over here, and then that gives us who? Who's left? Professor McGonagall. Absolutely. I think this is a spectacular one. So let's take our close-up of this one. So McGonagall in this collection looks fantastic. I love her robes. I love her pose. Her hands crossed at her waist, sitting there looking kind of stoic. Her hat tilted to the side. They gave her that dark black hat, which I absolutely love. I love the detail of like the layering in the back of her robes, the kind of the dark in the underneath and the green on top. Absolutely fantastic, guys. This is a spectacular collection, and I'm going to set these out here a little bit further. I'm going to set them out here a little bit further. No, spectacular collection. I definitely want to hear from you guys below as to which one of these is your number one. I mean, there's a lot of great options here. Honestly, I don't think you can pick a bad one. I mean, because in all respects, it's a fantastic collection. Agostini did a great job of putting these together. Yes.
Okay.
Somebody's smiling awfully big.
The weirdest one.
Even though he cheated to win.
The weirdest one is this one.
With the blue wand. I know.
And the worst one is this one.
Well, you think that's the worst one? Okay. Okay. So my favorite, I'm gonna have to go with Dumbledore. I mean, no. But it's a close one. I think McGonagall is really good too.
My favorite is the Dobby.
You like the Dobby one? I get that. He's one of that. It's up at the top of the list for me as well. But comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Who is your favorite of these characters? Because honestly, I think it's such a spectacular collection, and there are some really good ones that I still have yet to add. I've been keeping an eye out on eBay, looking for good deals, trying to look at other sources for the good deals, but I haven't come across anything good yet. There are a bunch of unboxed, ones that haven't been unboxed yet, still neat in the package, that are just too rich for my blood. I just can't spend that much on such a tiny little figure, because, I mean, they will add up really quickly. I mean, you buy two figures and you're over $100 for what these are priced. That's too much for me. I mean, not for something that was at one point so cheap, but I will get them. It's just a patience game a lot of times in collecting, guys. So we're to that point in the video where if you haven't yet, please do not forget to
click that subscribe button, click that bell notification, give us both a great big thumbs up, and don't forget to check us out on Instagram and TikTok too.
Guys, as always, it has been an extremely magical time sharing this with you guys.
Wait, can I just like this?
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is it good? Are you sure you want to go in? Face in. You get to stick your face all the way in. You want to do it?
No.
No? Get your wand. But I appreciate you taking time out of your day to share this magical moment with us. And until next time, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical. Oh, I got one of the fingers. See you next time.